Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday Night Warfare, brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. It's always kind of a potlucky thing on Wednesdays of late. We've lost our big, bold thread, and instead we're going to come out and try some little things, which was always my point with Wednesday Night Warfare, was the hope to let folks play different games, smaller games than our usual Saturday Night Fight weirdness. Because let's face it, although we would probably try, you can't play Leipzig every time. I mean. So instead, I was going to try something else completely different, and in fact, I had started lining it up, and someone on the chat, in our Discord chat, said, no, you know what, let's play some Rommel. And I don't think it was quite that literal, but that's what happened. Hey, Red. Hey, Haz. Hey, good to see you, man. And so we said, well, okay, I like Rommel, and we haven't played it in a while, really, since we did the big Operation Neptune, I think. And so I came back, and I freshened this one up. This is the second Battle of Targu Frumos. Probably pronouncing that right. Apologize to all of the nice folks that might be watching from that part of the world. And we have brought by one gentleman who has played this a fair amount, the chronologist. Good evening.
Hello.
One guy who has played this a little bit, Robert. Good evening.
Hello.
And one guy who's played it not at all, in Just Jojo. Good evening.
Good evening.
And so we thought we'd bring about. We were hoping to have Andrew come by. And we were hoping to have Andrew come by, but he isn't here. So we may have to do a 2-on-1. I'm not sure quite what we're going to do with that. I did get the tweet out, though, so that's good. So we're going to start by doing a rules refresher on Rommel. Rommel, remembered, is Sam Mustafa's operational game. It is much, much higher level than Chain of Command and the other stuff that we play. And that's why each of these guys, each of these bases, represents a company in strength.
Oh. There's Achilles.
Yeah, Achilles. You're not around, though, man, are you? Achilles, could you come and play with us? If you're busy, we certainly get it. But if you want to come and play with us, the hall is open for you.
I am, in fact, available.
Come in. I love how this works. Leave the door open, just in case somebody can make it. God bless you. Anyway, Rommel is a much.
It was going to be Kano and me against Joe, so
yeah. We'll throw the least experienced against the most experienced. That usually works out very well. Well,
For the most experienced.
yeah, right. Oh, right. Good point. Units are very basic: infantry, artillery, and armor. Okay, pretty familiar to World War II. You'll take a look at the minis, and you'll see that they've got a tooltip identifying them as infantry, the 46th Division, and having a combat value. That combat value are steps, and they will lose those steps as they take casualties, 432. You also see a very important one on these Germans. They are leg infantry. What does that mean? It means they lack motorized transport. Most are, if it doesn't say anything, it's assumed they're motorized. Okay? Now, we also have armored vehicles. What fun would World War II be without our tanks and other AFVs? So over here, for example, we have some Panzer IVs. They too have a combat value, but they also have an armor value that'll come in the combat. We also have some units, and I think the Germans have one. I don't recall now. I thought they had a Pioneer unit. Maybe it's the Russians, the Soviets,
I think it's the Soviet
that have it. Where are those Pioneers that have a double-pointed value, reflecting their attack / thank you, their attack / defense. There they are, but that's not them. They've got
There they are.
Oh, there they are. That's the one I wanted.
They've got the body armor and the flamethrowers.
Yeah, exactly. I tried to make the figs represent what they were in the true spirit of Dr. Destruct. You will see that the combat value is 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2. That shows their steps. That shows their attack versus their defense. All that gets explained during combat. We have no armored. We do.
No,
we do.
Germans have Panzer Grenadiers.
Yes, we have our Panzer Grenadiers. You'll note they are armored infantry. Armored infantry. We'll talk about what that means. That's a combat thing. We also do have infantry support. These are big, scary units that are sitting in the back delivering massive bombardments and things like that, specifically targeted to infantry. For example, we have the core support of the Vespa, and we also have the core support of the 105th, but we also do have some infantry support floating around here, which we will get to and what they do. We also do have rocket troops. What Eastern Front game would be any fun if we didn't let the Soviets have their Katyushas? There they are. They are armed with I've never found out why they have a rocket system named after a famous Russian folk song. But that is, I guess, for them to know.
I thought that was the actual name of the truck.
I don't know. I don't pretend to know. Phil Portway, good evening. All right. So we'll get through these categories best by going through the rules. Each turn, we will begin with the command phase. And the very heart of Rommel is in these boxes. Now, these are in hidey boxes for a reason. So you're going to have to pick a color, and you're going to have to join a team if for no other reason than you need to be able to see the hidey box.
All right. I mean, I'll take either side. So
yeah, and we can always switch later. But if I can get Joe, if you want to get a color and join one of the teams, because I do want to be able to show this to you. Cool. And once you're on a team, you and Achilles should be able to see. Yeah. Actually, Joe, you're in the spot, so you can see under this, yeah?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm just picking the team.
Okay.
Yes, I can see under it.
Excellent. So every turn, this becomes the center of your life, as it were. One of the things that's really lovely about this system is that it's got 3 different ops charts for each army. This is L. This is late. This is late war both for the Germans and for the Soviets. There are starting ops, and you will see you have the starting number of dice already on your board. The Germans, for example, in this scenario, begin with 3. You also have maximum ops, which are 10. Unlikely you'll get there, but it is 10. Key rule: those ops dice are going to remain on that card unless they are removed, unless they are spent for something, even over several turns. That is only until you reset your command, your command post. When you use points for ops, and we'll talk about how, you're going to spend them into these boxes. And you will spend the number of dice indicated. So this, for example, intercepted signals is 3. This one here is 2. This one here is 1. And once there is a die in there, you may not put another one there. You may not use that thing again unless you reset your board. If it has a blue marker at the left, you may only do it once per game. Once per game.
Ooh.
Yeah, be careful with that. So the first thing you're going to do every single turn is go through the reset step. And I will ask you, do you want to reset your board? If you do, you remove all of your ops dice. And at that point, you will then pick up new dice. You will pick up 3 dice. If you do not reset, you will pick up 6. 3 or 6. You will then roll that many dice on your magical roller. Any ones are discarded. They are some sort of failure. And that's sad. You don't like that. After that, after you have rolled your dice and determined how many you have, you will go to the untip step. We will talk about why you tip things in this game, but in the untip step, you untip things. I know that's shocking. We will then go to the events phase, where I will ask you whether you want to trigger an event. Most events have an effect that lasts through the turn, and again, some of them are unique. I will then ask if you wish to conduct road movement. Road movement is for particular units. You must spend 1 or 2 ops, depending on circumstances. All units that move by road become tipped. How do we indicate tipping? Very simple. We turn the unit in its square by 45 degrees. And then we untip it in the untip phase, like we said. But if we have done our events and if we have done road movement, we then do a tactical phase. To do a tactical phase, you spend 1 point, plus 1 if in certain other circumstances, but usually just 1. And that allows you to make tactical moves with everybody else. These are not road moves. By the way, how can there be road moves when there are no roads? Sam will tell you in the rules, I don't care about no roads. They're down there, you just can't see them. At this scale, they are abstract. You make tactical moves when you're allowed to do so. You are not tipped after a tactical move. Moving into an enemy-occupied square, well, that's attacking. When you attack during your move, we mark that square with one of these lovely has-provided exploded counters that says we'll have to resolve a battle there later. You may, after you've done all your moves, ask for another tactical phase. To do so requires you to spend 1 more op than you spent to get the first one. You can theoretically have as many tactical phases as you can afford. You won't be able to afford that many. Once we're done with our tactical phase, which includes a whole bunch of other stuff, we then go to the status phase and the marker step, which are pretty self-explanatory and simple. So, supply. None of our units, because this is a 1-day scenario, are going to be in supply the whole game. They will not be out of supply. They may, however, become isolated. How does one become isolated? You check for isolation at the start of the road movement phase, and that is where we find out if they are. How do we know? It is if they are surrounded by enemy Zoc. We all know what Zoc is. We play with Zoc all the time. In this game, we have squares, and each of the squares has 8 squares around it. If you are surrounded completely by enemies or enemy Zoc, you are isolated, and that is a bad thing in combat. It also makes movement more difficult. Movement. Road and tactical. We have 2 types of movement, road and tactical. We have stacking in this game. At no time may you end the turn, end your phase, with more than 3 units in a square. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. You may overstack during movement, so long as you end with 3. Or less, or fewer. You may move ordinally across the square sides, across a border into another square, even from one Zoc to another. You may usually move diagonally in the same way. The only thing you cannot do, and it's a fascinating rule to me, is if we have a unit that is like this, and another unit that is like this, and I have this unit here. This unit here, this Vespa, may not cross this way if these are enemies. I may not make this diagonal movement. That is prohibited. We have no bridges. Active units in the square may each move into different directions. Excuse me, my goodness. In order to use road movement, you must not be isolated, and you must not be in enemy Zoc. Leg units can use road movement and may move up to 3 squares. Motorized units may move 6. You may never enter enemy Zoc, however. And remember, it's 2 ops, and you become tipped. Tactical movement, tanks and armored infantry move 2. 2. Others, low supply or in the non-open, move 1. Isolated units must spend 2. Attacks. Infantry and armor may attack adjacent squares ordinally or diagonally. Artillery does not attack, but they can contribute their barrage value to the combat. All opposing units, attackers and defenders, are in the passive player's square. Sometimes when using smaller squares or larger figures, I fixed that because I made the bases different. So we don't worry about that. The attacking units don't have to start in the same square. Any number of active units may attack within stacking limits from more than one direction. Active units in a square do not have to attack the same square. They may attack any square they can reach. A unit is flanked, which is very good, if they are being attacked from different squares that are not adjacent to each other, and at least one attacking unit is coming from a square that is in only one enemy Zoc. So, on that first rule, this is not flanking. This is flanking, as is this. All units are tipped if they use road movement. Towed artillery is tipped if it moves. Self-propelled does not become tipped. Towed and self-propelled, it's a big difference. Also, if you leave soft ground, you are tipped. Where is soft ground? Marshes. When you move into a square occupied by an enemy, we have a contested square. Very exciting. A contested square belongs to the defender. And this is important when it comes to objective markers and things like that. No side may retreat through a contested square. The active side chooses the combat order, what order you want to do it in. Combat is happening in the defender's square. In combat, the active and passive players total the combat values of their participating units. Either side may call for artillery support, with the attacker required to declare first whether he will do so. Each side may then play one or more tactics. A player does so by spending an op for each tactic he wishes to use. We do this in secret. It's more fun that way. Where are your tactics? Why, they're right here on the ops board. Defensive, offensive. They can be quite effective things when used properly. You will then roll one die to determine which combat grid you will apply. The grid indicates how many hits that player has inflicted on his opponent's unit. Generally, you will resolve combat simultaneously. There are a few cases based on events particularly, but there's one other called Recon, where you may get to do a little damage first before your opponent gets to go. The defender might have the option to take some of his losses in the form of retreats, which is evasion. If the defender is still in the square after combat is resolved, the attacker must retreat. Units from different elements. What's an element? It's a military organization. Go figure. This is the 24th Panzer Division. All of it. That's an element. This over here is the 46th Division. Different element. Units from different elements reporting to different commanders often had difficulty coordinating. If you have no element and report to the same parent, they may fight with any friendly unit from that same parent without penalty. Who is that? Those are these army or corps forces. The artillery. Oh, we had one more. What you got for me? Thank you. That's it. I moved it. The Vespa. They can support anybody. Each unit has a base combat value. There are, however, modifiers. The most important one is to become vulnerable. An armor unit in some terrain other than open is vulnerable. If it is attacking across a bridge, no. Low on supply, no. Or if it is tipped. If that happens, their combat value is halved, rounding up any fraction. Rounding up any fraction. A unit's value may only be doubled or halved once each. If multiple conditions apply, nonetheless, it is modified only once. If it is both doubled and halved, no matter how many criteria it meets, then they cancel each other out and are ignored. I find that fascinating. You will select your points through tactics. You have to pay attention to the situation for which you're called. Please read them. That will be important. Barrages from artillery. The attacking player may identify which units you are calling upon for support, both the attacker and the defender. You don't have to. That is a barrage. You may call, it must be from your element, unless it is one of those open ones. It must not be tipped. It must be in range. It may not be, and I screwed this up once, in an urban or wood square. May not be an urban or wood. It may also not be in a contested square. Rockets may not be called on to support a defender. They can only barrage in the attack. Tip when the barrage is completed. If you call for artillery support, but your enemy shoots first and shatters one of your units, or it forces your units to retreat, your artillery barrage is wasted. It still counts as having been spent. And the combat grid. Once again, Sam decided to be a little bit arch. Each side gets a total combat value. Where is this grid? It is on the board here on our handy-dandy QRS, which is right there. Take a look at it. You're going to total up your value. You're then going to roll one die. This shows you how many hits. When you determine which grid to use, you consult the number of yellow boxes that show the value equal to or lower than your total combat value. The number of yellow boxes is the number of hits you do. For example, if your total combat value is 14 and you rolled a 5, you would inflict 3 hits on the enemy. There is a chance you do nothing. Some tactics or game situations give you a shift. That means that once you've found your spot in the grid, you may be able to shift it up or down one box. They are cumulative. You can get more than one box on the grid. And they can be very effective. If the defender has any infantry units, the attacker applies one shift down if the combat is in urban terrain, mountain, or bocage. In any other, the defender doesn't have infantry units, this is not applied to the attacker. All of these items are shown on your summary of combat shifts. If at least one attacking unit has the infantry support trait, the attackers do not apply the terrain shift down for attacking enemy infantry in urban, mountain, or bocage. This is when they bring along the AVRE to blast the people out of their urban environment. If combat occurs in open terrain, and one side has at least one armor unit, but the other side has none, the side without armor takes tank shock. We call this the Achilles factor. If, on the other hand, there's one armor unit on both sides, then it's a tank battle, regardless of what other types are involved. In a tank battle, each side picks one armor unit as its lead unit. The attacker must announce his pick first. It must have at least as many bottom boxes remaining as any other armor unit on that side. The fresh has to go before the worn. You can't hide the fresh behind the worn. The players then compare their values of their leading units. If one side is higher than the other, you have an armor advantage. The side with the armor advantage gets one extra hit on the enemy's leading armor unit before any other hits apply, if he scores any hits in the combat. How do you take hits? Defender always gets hit first. You must decide who will take the hits. In a tank battle, the side with armor advantage always gets its free one first before it starts applying. After that, you have to spread them evenly. Fresh must go before worn, and no one can take a second hit until all have taken at least one. Artillery is not affected. We do have some prepared positions in tonight's battle. They are emplacements or entrenchments. We will place these visible to the enemy in the setup. We have markers for them. When a player defends in a square and the enemy scores hits, the first hit goes against the prepared position. It absorbs the hit and is removed. If there's a vacant square with a prepared position in it and the active player goes into it, he may remove all the prepared markers. Retreating. Attacking units must retreat if at the conclusion of combat at least one defending unit is still there. Defending units may retreat if the passive player desires. He may leave. A lot of times they won't want to, but the defender may leave. Some units might be able to evade instead of taking a hit. A unit that retreats may move up to 2 squares. Up to 2. A retreating unit may not enter enemy-held or a contested square. It may not cross a river except by a bridge. It may, however, retreat from, through, or into Zoc. You may temporarily overstack as you retreat, but if you cannot find a safe landing space, you are destroyed. Motorized units can perform a kind of retreat called an evasion. Leg units usually cannot. If it is eligible to evade, it may satisfy its last hit, only its last one, by retreating instead. For example, if it must take 2, then it can invade instead of taking the second hit. If it must take 3, it can invade instead of taking the third. 3 evading units could evade 3 hits. But you may never satisfy your first hit by evading. You still got to take at least 1 hit. We do have some objectives. You see them right there. They're flippable markers, unsurprisingly so. We're not going to be building any armies. Our table scale is good. We have multiple terrain types. It's all terrain penalties in combat are non-cumulative because we do have multiple terrain types. We do have reinforcements. They are placed in the marker step. They may even appear in enemy Zoc. They may not be placed in a square occupied by the enemy, however, and they must not exceed stacking. We will not be having a multi-day battle. This is not a club. Well, I suppose it is a club game. We do play untipping by ops. You may spend an op in your phase to untip, but that's spending an op. But you must do it immediately. You can't wait till later. There's some fun stuff about inadequate equipment. Soviet artillery. Rocket launchers and heavy artillery, barrage value of 4. I don't think we have any of those. But Or do you got those 150? Are those 152s over there, Chrono?
Yeah, those are barrage 4.
Okay, good.
The Katyushas have barrage 4. And
Okay.
the 152s here
Rocket
have
launchers and heavies may only fire within the active side and only in a first tactical phase.
I assume represents their reliance on centrally controlled and planned fires.
Precisely so. So stated, parenthetically. We don't have any rivers. We do got some minefields. Oh, yes. When you enter a minefield, you will roll a die. If you roll a 6, you take a step loss. That's it. Minefields can be friendly or hostile or both. Or they can be friendly to you, hostile to you, or hostile to both sides. As it turns out, the minefields tonight are going to be hostile to both sides. Ooh. It's what happens when you move into the square, not when you leave. There will be no engineers. Oh, that's no, you've got pioneers. That's right. What do pioneers do? You have some of those guys that have that trait. What do? They can remove a prepared position or get rid of the shift down penalty when attacking an urban square. They do not help in defense. I believe we also have some recon units. Are those lights recon?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Yay. Okay.
I think.
This allows them to do two things. If attacked, withdraw. Before one side calls for artillery plays any tactics, you may announce that they are attempting to withdraw. On a 4+, they leave. Any other roll has no effect. Proceed with the combat. Scout. When revealed for a combat, if either side plays the recce tactic, the player with an established recon, with an eligible recon unit may declare that you wish to scout. If both sides have one or more recon units, the active player must declare first. However, no recce tactics are played, and only one side has a scouting unit, then the player rolls a die. On a 4+, your side shoots first. If you scout, you obviously may not evade. That would be too cheesy. We do not have airborne ops. We do not have engineers. And that's it. Let's talk about, oh my goodness, talk about the scenario. The Second Battle of Targu Frumos, right flank, 2nd May, 1944. The weather is clear. Objective squares are denoted. The dark green is marshy ground. Supply lines cannot be traced through minefields. Only D6 and E2 are urban areas. That's why they have bases. D6 and E2. Oh, that one shouldn't be. Did I screw that up? I did. I'll have to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Apologize for that. This one and this one. Simple enough once I get started. The Soviets start with 6 ops and the German with 3. Both use late war. The Germans cannot use the Iggestellung event. No Iggestellung. Description. After freeing Ukraine from the Axis, the Soviets planned an advance into Romania. The first attempt was defeated at the First Battle of Targu Frumos. Unwilling to accept defeat, Soviet Marshal Konev launched a second attack. The German 46th Infantry held the right flank end of the Axis defense line. This is a standard day of 16 moves. Like other games we played, that's actually 8 turns. The Soviets need to be holding 4 or more objectives at the end of turn 16 to win. The Germans have 2 elements, the Soviets have 4. 3 divisions and units from the 3rd Guard Tank Corps. Oh, they have 4 elements from the 27th Army, 3 infantry divisions, and units from the 3rd Guard Tank. All the Soviet elements are badly depleted from months of continuous fighting. The Russian Army support units can support any unit without penalty. The Russian rifle divisions and the Army support units deploy anywhere in lines A and B. A and B. A. B. They will move first. The Germans, 46th Infantry, can deploy in lines C through H. C, H. All the way down. They have 8 prepared defenses, but no more than 2 per square. 8 prepared, no more than 2 per square. They can place 4 minefields in open ground in their deployment area. The minefields are hostile to both sides. The Germans deploy first. The 24th Panzers arrive in the marker phase of turn 4 in row H. The 3rd Guard Tank Corps arrives in the marker phase of 3 anywhere in row A or in column 12A to 12D. Here. That's Rommel, kids. Who's going to be Germans? Who's going to be Soviets?
Don't go either way.
Oh, I thought we'd already decided.
Have we?
No, we just
I'm fine where I am.
All right,
I'll
so
take Russian.
all right, so Just Joe is German. Who's joining Joe and the Germans?
I'll take Russian.
All right, Chrono is Russian. Okay, so Robert, you're over here with the Germans. The Germans.
the Germans.
All right, I'll let you pick your teams if you haven't already. I see a die roller. That's what I wanted to see. I suppose I could throw another one out there, couldn't I? I should throw another one out there, huh? Just in case. You guys want to split up your troops? It looks like a pretty obvious division to me, but I won't presume.
You want to fix the map?
Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to do that.
Chrono,
Mm-hmm.
which would you prefer? You want to take the 3rd Guard or the infantry?
How can I deprive you of tanks?
You're a kind man.
Robert, do you want the 24th Panzer or do you want the 46th Infantry?
Oh, the 24th Panzer is coming in as
Reinforcements.
reinforcements. That's where I was looking for.
Yeah. What turn is that again?
It's practically speaking turn 2.
Turn 2. Okay, I'm okay with taking
Oh.
the reinforcements coming in.
Well,
When
I thought they were much later. I'll take them. That's fine.
when's the 3rd Guard show up?
Never.
On turn 3.
Turn 3.
Which is, again, turn 2. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because 1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so then in that case, infantry-wise, so I've got the 46th Division.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to place these minefields and all of these entrenchments.
Uh-huh.
That would be correct.
And these are
Those are the objectives.
those are the objectives, and they have to hold 3 of them.
4.
Four
4 or more.
4 or more. Okay, and only 2 of these are built-up areas.
Yeah, the ones you see on bases, those are BUAs. Those are urban areas.
And how do they how are they different from the one that is?
They are significantly different in terms of, if you take a look at your combat shifts.
Yep.
If you attack infantry in urban, it's a downshift.
Oh, okay. So this is not considered any kind of special area.
Correct.
A small Russian village.
Yes.
That is not. It's a bunch of wooden buildings that are really not going to provide that much protection.
Yeah, correct.
I think I saw a movie about that. Okay.
Well, let's go right through them.
Yep. All right, and then I can put any of these from this column or row to that row.
Yep. Anywhere in there. The Russians only get the first 2.
Okay.
And I love the new terrain. I'm very grateful for the new maps. Are the lines bright enough, dark enough? You want me to darken them? How do you feel? They good?
Okay to me.
Okay.
No,
All right.
you can.
So let's see.
And you didn't say it, Jim, but I'm going to assume that these mushroom tops are hills.
Yes.
I think did the Germans set up first? Is that correct?
The Germans set up
Yep.
first.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, I am.
I'm sorry, I was
Yeah.
fucking around a bit.
Yeah, I was kind of reminding Chrono. Yeah, don't dip your hand.
Robert, if you want to kibitz a little bit on, can I put an entrenchment in a town?
Yep.
Or,
You can.
You certainly can.
Oh well, then yes.
Means you've dug into that town but good, like a tick. Which is why I believe the Russians have brought some pioneers to the party.
It's
And
true.
a crap ton of artillery.
Yeah, that's true too.
Hey,
That's the Russian way of war right there.
Yeah.
yeah, this one over here, you might as well just let them have it. Because we're not going to be able, we don't have enough to defend everything.
Okay.
So the that's like a gimme to them.
Okay. If that's the way you want to play it.
Well, I'm just saying that, you know, it's
Sure.
Be right back.
this is what we have to defend with, and this is what we have to defend. So
Yeah. True. Go ahead and move this. Yeah. Put one of these.
Making you go uphill, Chrono.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I am seeing that.
You're not gonna make it easy for you.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Joe. Achtung, meinen.
You can't put those there.
Yep, you got to be in your deployment zone.
Yeah. So yeah, that line and back.
Yeah, I wish to put them on the Russians.
Yeah.
why not?
Oddly enough, that wouldn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt you when you leave.
See, because that's actually illegal.
Yeah, it is.
But the question is, does it hit the Russians when they attack that square?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They have to deal with that first.
So I don't know. I think we're overprotecting these two in the center a little bit.
You got something you want me to unlock? Let me know.
Oh, you've locked them down already.
Yeah, of course.
No, I think we're okay that way. Okay, so now I gotta deploy these troops.
Mm-hmm. Up to 3 in each.
Up to 3 in each. Well, we're definitely gonna deploy.
Okay.
Yes.
Of note, the imagery you have that's labeled anti-tank means they will not suffer. They will negate
Yeah,
tank shock.
they do not take tank shock.
What was it?
See, I gave them little Panzerschrecks. See.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Realistically, it's actually meant to represent increased proportion of anti-tank guns and other various AT measures. But
And they have a Panzerschreck, Chrono. They have a Panzerschreck, man.
These aren't, other than the fact that they all belong to the 46th Division, these companies can be mixed and matched, right?
Correct. You don't have the same problem the Russians do. It's the 24th Division that'll be separate. And then you've got both of these guns on the board at the start of the game that can go support anybody. Note, however, their range. Now, for a practical matter, you've got a range of the Vespa of 12. Yeah, both of them have a range of 12, which, given that you count diagonally, is roughly the length of the Bible. So it's more a question of making sure that they're not in a place where the the Russians are going to be able to find him.
Okay, let me zoom down and see if I can use your little Panzer Shreks as a way to determine
Who's the here? Or I can just sort them. I think you're all done. There, this guy here.
Okay, good.
He will not suffer tank shock.
All right. Go ahead and put.
Did you want Joe? Did you want these guys in the town, or did you want them up on the hill?
I want the no. Let's put them on the hill, and then we'll just put one in the town.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. I've never played this game before. I'm not sure.
No, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's
How many units defending a square? If I can stack 3,
yep, it's 3.
then yeah.
It's a rule of 3. Mines have no friends. You're certainly right. Thank you for pitching the like button, Hans. You know I appreciate you.
It's like Mr. Grenade. Once you remove the pin from Mr. Grenade, he's no longer your friend.
Correct. Ever true.
Man, I'd like to have a reserve. Do you think we should put 2 up in these?
Yeah.
2 companies in each of those, and then, but that only leaves us really. We could put a 3rd in this central.
Yeah.
Reserves, Joe. I thought you were a gamer.
I am a gamer, but I try to be a smart gamer.
Don't you know the longest line wins?
Okay, so range of 12 is pretty. You said it's pretty much anywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, from corner to corner, it won't make it. But other than that,
So like I could put, and it doesn't matter if these guys were up here on this hill.
doesn't
right?
matter at all.
Just because I like my artillery on a hill.
Sure, it's very aesthetic.
Yes, it is.
Very Napoleonic.
Yes, yes, it is. And then I guess we could keep the rest of these guys. No, we want them kind of central. So here. I mean, they're no good in combat, right? Yeah, combat value 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not good too.
To throw in. So I think that's it. That's all my dudes, right?
Yep. Them's your dudes. Russians, please.
Well, Chrono, they've told you where they want you to go.
Yes, we do. Would you like it? Would you like us to draw a map for you?
Could you put little road signs?
You can draw right on the map if you like, if that'll help.
Please go this way.
We want you to go this way.
Yeah, we'd like you to leave, please.
Yes.
Yes, Romania is not ours now.
You you were not appreciated on Saturday because you let something else get in the way of your Leipzig. That is why, Has. Do not come here with your sadness. I'll have none.
I gotta defend Has. He sat in for me when I was not unavailable.
And he did admirably, I will say.
Yes. He beat up some very good cavalry.
Yeah, that. Or alternatively, said cavalry bashed itself against him.
Tomato.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. While Chrono was setting up, I will launch my rant into the universe. As I was preparing for this and looking for some other scenarios maybe we could play, I got into a whole bunch of conversations about how, well, you know, Rommel's just a board game. It's not really a miniatures game. Well, you know, it's all those unit bases are just markers. It's like, that's every miniatures game ever. I have played hundreds of miniatures games, thousands of times, and every single one of them could have had the place of the miniatures taken by a penny. Don't be dumb.
I use pennies as bases. So.
Of course, many do. Many do. Long tradition.
Yep.
Of course we like the cool figs. That's why we do it. It's lovely and fun. Look at them. They're cool. Thank you, Lazy Boy. They're awesome. I like them. That's why we do it. And this looks cool. And I love the new look. And I'm happy with it. But let's not kid ourselves.
It doesn't have a good man U-boat.
Did you see what they're doing with the new... Don't poke me. Do you know what they're doing with the new U-boat? They're doing a new Kickstarter where you can buy... One of the upgrades you can get is to add LED lights to the U-boat.
Yep.
Get out of here, you guys.
Why would you want your U-boat lit up?
That's because it's sweet, man.
I thought the whole point of U-boats were stealth.
Well, no, it's the red light, you know, when you go to silent.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do the red and the white lights on the inside.
Exactly.
Jim, did I ever send you a picture of the one I've got for that?
No, I don't think so.
The thing's like got to be 3.5, 4 feet long.
Oh, I've got the game.
Here.
No, I have a 3D printed U-boat for that.
Oh, not the one that came with it. Something more elaborate.
Yes.
The worker placement game that everyone gave an Origins award to, or a Roberts award to. Soviets done, or are you still thinking?
I think I'm good to go.
All right. Well, as was said, and to the shock and surprise of no one, the Soviets are going first on this one. So we'll take this real slow through the first 2 turns so we get the rhythm of it for those less experienced. We take a look here. Remember, chrono, reset step. What do you feel like? Roll them all, I would think, yeah?
I think so, yeah. So I just roll these 6.
Yeah,
Or
well, we
start
keep
with
the 6 up there as markers, and you just, roll 6 dice. Ooh.
Oh, terrible.
Ow! Ow! That kind of sucks. It's a tough start. So that's,
We start with 6 on the off file, and then I roll and add those.
No.
I start-
No. You roll, oh, that's a good question. Yeah, surely... Huh.
I took a scenario.
Of all the dummy questions. Well, it's not even a scenario thing. It's how many upsides you start with. Because I think you just roll the 6. I
think so.
Here we go. Starting ops. There they are. They are not... Oh, no. You just... that's it. We don't have a start... But before the game begins, each player receives a certain number of dice. They are not rolled. You place them in the ops file.
Okay, so I have the 6.
Yeah, you have the 6. Yeah, good.
And then I get the 3, and then I get 3 more from the roll.
Yeah.
Exactly. Those are gonna go away when I clear them, so we have to copy some.
Yeah, good point. Go ahead, clear. So 6, and you got 3 more, right?
Yeah. One
There.
short of maximum, which is not terrible.
Not terrible at all. So, any events? Do you wish to schedule any events today?
Let's see.
Yeah, Joe, you can look at those. Some are the same, some are different.
Yep.
And yeah, you're Soviets.
But I can't affect any of these until we're able to act, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You may, however, have a chance to do something during the tactics phase.
But
Over here.
Yeah. I got it. Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead.
I sense points are being paid.
No events. No events.
Oh, no events. All that. We were on tenterhooks, Chrono. We were on tenterhooks.
Okay.
I know.
We have left that. We now. Do you wish to declare road movement?
No, I don't think I can get very far through movement.
I
Unfortunately.
don't think so either, but I figured I was obligated to ask. All right, fire up with the tactics with the tactics ops phase.
One die.
One big die, exactly.
And I don't place anything in their ops phase.
Correct.
Okay.
Very much an I go you go system.
Okay.
And this entitles him to move 1, which of course is what he is doing here. For everybody. Armor can move 2.
Well, I gotta say we're gonna get into fighting pretty quick.
It's not a subtle or a slow game.
So is this one of those fair and even bolt action games?
And then we're going to.
Are you asking if it's a balanced scenario?
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out.
Have you moved
No.
everyone, Chrono?
I have, and I'm going to pay 2 more dice for a second phase.
Ooh, very nice. That's what you do because he's paying now 2 points. He has to pay double. You didn't start any fights, did you?
I did not.
Okay.
Not on that one.
All right.
I was waiting,
Mm-hmm.
and
Continue.
we're going to go.
Oh dear.
There's the first battalion.
We are. We're starting a fight.
Mm-hmm.
They'll stay where they are. These guys are going to shift up. These guys are going to come in here.
Oh dear.
Yeah. You don't want. You don't. You just tilted your troops.
Well, no. I mean, we know we know there's a fight here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a marker.
Yeah, but he's tilted his troops.
I
No.
have no other way to represent.
Yeah,
them than
that's
that
it's just the way it's just the way you do it, Robert.
And I think
No, absolutely not. No, that's wrong because that's not where he came from, and you have to know that. Just leave it,
Well,
just like that.
okay.
It's perfectly fine.
and that will be it for. That'll be it for
Ops phase 2.
opposite. Yep, opposites 2.
All right, you are obligated to cause a fight. You have caused a fight. Oh. And in this fight, we will now check it out so that everybody may see how combat works. The infantry of the 206th Division has a 3 on the attack when it's full. This is a 3 on the attack. Oh, that's a 4. Look at you, bringing your pioneers. Very nice. So that's a 3 plus a 4 is a 7. And then a 7 plus a 3 is a 10. A 10 is the total. In here, we have a scant 4. A scant 4. So right now, it is a 10 to a 4. I then ask both sides to please, in the secrecy of your plan, consult.
I'm gonna throw in the 206's 76 artillery.
Oh yes, thank you for that. We now must ask the So he's going here. He's going to tilt his boys. That is no longer a 10. It is now a 12. A 12. We check the range. 1, 2, 3. Easy. So it is now, as we said, it was a 10. It's now a 12. Do you have any artillery that you would like to kick in, Germans? Remember that if you kick it in now, it will not be available to you in your turn. Oh, yeah, it will. Actually, it will. Never mind, because you get your tip step. I take that back. That was a lie. So you might as well, is the point.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
Yeah,
Unless you want to use it at a different
Part of this,
different
yeah,
battle.
if you think they're still coming, or yeah.
Yeah. he's on, and there's only one more battle here.
Yep. Now, he, of course, he had a bunch of dice. He could call a third ops phase.
Okay. You know what? I am not going to support that with artillery.
All right, no artillery support. So it's 12-4 right now. Thank you for reminding me, Chrono. Now, please, go to your tactics. Obviously, Chrono will be looking at offensive, and Joe will be looking at defensive. If you remember, you have to put that die down on it to use it. Once you've covered it, you can't use it again until it clears.
Or this one.
Sure. Both those things are good.
No, I'm sorry. I was asking Robert.
Yeah.
And you just take a die and put it on there?
Exactly. If that's what you're doing. And once you do it, okay. And both sides are ready. I'm going to say to the attacker, Chrono, did you play any?
I did not.
Did you play any, Joe?
Yes, I played concealed position.
All right, concealed position grants you a shift up.
Yep.
So now what you're going to do, we now have our totals. You are, Chrono is going to be rolling on the 12s, and you are going to be rolling on the 4s with a shift up. So 12s and 4s, roll 1d6. You always want to roll high.
4.
All right, we'll do a 4, and on a 4, that would have been a great nothing. But you get a shift up. Congratulations, you have hit him for 1. Chrono, you rolled a 4, or you rolled a, what did you roll, Chrono?
I rolled a 3.
A
so
3, a 14, so you get 2. 2. So it's 2-1. What we do in this case, Chrono, who do you want to take the hit?
I'll take it off this guy.
I am marking that.
What was his total?
And now we're going to go over here. You have taken 2. Now, Joe, you are not dead.
Yep.
So if you were to say, nope, I'm staying, it would force Chrono to retreat and tip. You, on the other hand, are quite weak and could move 2 spaces back and then tip. It's up to you.
And I can move diagonally?
Absolutely.
You can move here.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. We're going to move.
All right, shoop. He's gone. That, of course, will
There you go.
allow Chrono to enter.
I am not tipped.
And you are not tipped. Correct. So he's there, and that now belongs to them. We'll go over for this other battle. This battle is going to be quite a bit different, I think. Let's start with our attackers. I think we see infantry support, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. That's
Infantry support from. Let me look it up.
I believe that only helps you with the urban or the hill part. I do not believe.
Page 47.
At least one attacking unit. The attackers do not apply the terrain shift down for urban or mountain. So you're going to get that mountain wiped out. So that's good for you.
It is.
Pioneer. Oh, and what does Pioneer? That's only urban too.
No, you can remove. I can remove that entrenched position.
Does he? Does he? Okay.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it has to be unoccupied though.
No. No,
It just
if
removes. That's bullshit.
Pioneers negate the downshift when attacking a bocage or urban. Immediately remove a prepared position. Yep. So he gets to pull that.
Why, with all these pioneers, why even bother giving them kids?
I've only got 3.
He's only got 3. What are you talking about? Anyway, so that's gone and that's gone. So what he's left with is a combat value of 4. They're going to take... That is not infantry shock because it's not in the open.
No, it's not tank shock.
Yeah. So it's 4, and then it's 8, and then it's 12. It is 12.
Okay.
12 to 8. We begin. Chrono, artillery.
Yep, we're gonna bring in the 93rd Guards rifle.
For how many?
2.
14 to 8. 14 to 8. Joe, artillery.
We're gonna take the the 105 millimeter artillery core support right here.
All right. Ooh,
Three
that's an
draw.
11.
Three.
So that's 14 to 11.
Not bad.
That's a nice little one there. It's a nice little one.
Yeah.
All right. Now we say, gentlemen, please consult your ops boards to see if you want to spend some dice. We take a respectful pause to keep the drama. And remember, you can't use the same tactic twice until we clear.
Right.
All right, Chrono, did you bring any?
I brought several.
Oh, dear. All right, what's the first one you brought?
Infiltration, double card value.
Joe.
Hey, wait, would you wait, Robert, please? And no, we're done. He's done already. So, Chrono, go.
Infiltration, double the combat value of a single infantry unit if attacking mountain, woods, or bocage.
Ooh, so that's going to take you from the previous 14 to giving you an 18. Now it's 18. Continue.
We are also throwing smoke. Defender gets a downshift.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Recce. Your side shoots first in this combat, negated by enemy Recce.
Okay, so you're going to shoot first. What did you do there, What did you do there, Joe?
I attack broken up. Defender barrage causes one attacking unit, active choice, to retreat before combat.
Who ain't going to be there, Chrono?
It's probably going to be the Pioneers, so I want that double 8. I want that 8. So that doesn't basically negate that doubling I had. So
Mm-hmm.
Takes it back down to 14.
Is it... So you were at 8 plus
It was going to
2,
be
so that's 10.
plus the tanks.
No, that's with the tanks. These guys are out.
No, it's-
These guys are 4.
Right, but they got doubled because of my
Oh,
tank.
I see what you're saying. I thought you said you shift the doubling guys out. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, why would I do that?
Yeah, I heavens to Betsy, I don't know.
What he loses is whatever the Pioneers gave him as a benefit.
Well, that's the question. I got to check this thing. He must announce his choice before the defender chooses any tactics. He must. He can he removes that prepared position before anybody chooses tactics. So the prepared position is gone.
Okay.
So it stays at 8 plus 4 is 12, 14. 14 plus a downshift. And then you've got still 8. So it's still 14 to 11, but at the downshift. Did you have one more there, Chrono?
I had Recce and I had Smoke. So
Recce, so you get to go first. 14.
Ooh.
That'll hurt.
Nice shot.
4. Ouch. And that has to be split evenly. So it's... Yeah, it's 2 and 2. That was a good shot. Well done. But he will get to hit you back. So that's going to be 4 plus 3, 7. 7 with the downshift.
Okay.
Did you count his artillery too?
I did.
Yeah.
He's 2 plus 2 plus 3.
Ah, gotcha.
Because, that was a lot of hitting.
5.
Ooh, good job. 7. That's 2.
Downshift to 1 though.
Downshift to 1. And it's got to come off the... that's true. It can come off either.
I'll take it off the infantry.
Same question as before, Joe. Stay or go?
Stay.
All right.
Figured.
Yeah, that's the logical move. And that tips them, so...
We're now tipped and sitting in the open. Okay.
That's it.
I think I will call it there because I want some dice once.
Yeah, at some point you do want dice. So, okay, well that was, that by the way, that's how combat works. That's how movement works, that's how combat works. It's all pretty straightforward stuff, which if we take a look at our turn sequence, we then go down to the status phase. Obviously, he has not won yet, and we go to the marker step. He has no reinforcements yet. So
Wait, you didn't win yet?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Achilles.
So this takes us to 2 to turn 2, or as we would say, the bottom of 1 for most people that aren't playing Sam Mustafa rules. The
He does love his alternating turn.
He does. So, Joe. So now you get the first chance to decide here in the old the dice rolling phase, the ops phase. Do you want to roll all 6, or do you want to clear the board?
So if I clear the board, I just get 3, right?
Correct.
And if I roll, and if I do 6,
Hey.
I'll roll. And if I roll 1s, then I don't get to use those. Right?
Whatever you roll that's a 1, you don't get to keep.
Okay. All right. No, I'll roll 6.
Roll 6 dice.
Okay.
4.
I got 4.
That's good.
That's
First
slightly below. Yeah, that's not bad.
So that's how many you've got. First thing I always ask, do you want to do any events? Remember, you cannot do Irrgestellung.
What does reorganize mean?
Reorganize is quite lovely. You can only how many times do you get to do it? Where did it go? There you go.
Do it as many times as you want. The problem is you have to reset your board every time you want to do it.
Yeah. What you can do is you can reorganize a non-isolated infantry. It allows you to take them back to health.
Gives them a step. Basically, gives them a step.
It's a rally. It's a Blucher rally. 1 point back.
Okay. All right, we're gonna reorganize one of these 2 units here.
All right. Got to put your 2 dice down.
Yep.
I'll put him back to. There you go. He's now at 3-2, which is where he was. You got to put your 2. Any other events?
I don't think so, not yet.
All right. We did skip this. We shouldn't. Untip phase. Anybody else tipped?
Right. There's stuff on tips at the beginning of the...
Yeah. Anybody else tipped? I don't think so. No? Okay. Having done that, ops phase... Well, I should ask technically, do you want... I doubt it, but do you want to declare any road movement?
No road movement.
All right, that takes you to ops. Your first ops phase costs you 1 die and allows you to do tactical moves and, if necessary, combats with everybody on the board.
Well, I mean, I'm in defensive positions everywhere, so
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I follow.
I could punch back, but you've got armor sitting here, but they're in the open, and what does that do for them?
Makes them better. Actually.
Makes them better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Range shock only apply...
It only applies if you're attacking, but there is no benefit to attacking tanks in the open.
Yeah. Didn't think so.
There is to the tank.
Tank's like, yeah, sure, I got great sight lines. Go on, buddy.
But we're not talking about the tank.
We're not talking about what the tank feels.
Wait, we're always talking about the tank.
I
man.
understand. I believe that.
Okay, so Robert, do you have any advice? Because I don't see any moves. Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm looking at the board.
I mean,
Did you already roll your 6 dice, Joe?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
I did.
I was
And
going to say, if you weren't going to move anything, it would have been a good time to clear the board.
Well, you're right. It would have been. I just my inexperience with the game.
Mm.
So lessons.
No.
learned, I guess.
But
I mean, on the plus side, it means you do have more dice to throw at defensive tactics in the active phase.
Yeah, because
In my
if
active
you
phase.
think Mr. Fancy over there is going to attack you again, you may want a defensive tactic or 2.
Right. The only thing I could think to do would be reinforce some of these companies that are on the tip. up here. You know, put a third company with them.
That would be
And that infantry can only move 1 square, right?
Correct.
Wherever attack phase. Yep.
Yeah, so these guys aren't going to get reinforced.
yeah. The only thing about if you try and reinforce here, you're going to be rolling a die to see if you take a hit.
Yeah, in both those. So
The only thing I can think of is if you're going to do anything, one from here up to here, and these guys into the woods.
yeah, but if I put these guys in the woods, then I'm leaving him the objective.
It is a delightfully late war German thing. That's right. They built 2 defensive positions, one on a hill, where they placed their own men in the middle of a minefield.
Hey, now.
Well, that's what you did.
It's better than that. They put them in the minefield and then didn't tell them where the mines were,
Well,
so they can't leave.
yeah.
No, they can
Oh no, they
leave all
can
the-
leave. They just can't be reinforced.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't know where the mines are, moving from where you currently are is not a good idea.
Look, Hitler said, hold at all costs.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah, we're being real fair.
Europa.
You know,
We're gonna spread mines all around your position. We're just not going to
You know
tell
what?
you where.
I'm
You
not.
guys,
I'm
guys
gonna
are
move.
in.
Nobody.
You guys are dug in. Okay, we're gonna put some mines out there. They may be in front of you. They may be
Behind you. We're not
They may be
entirely
under
sure.
you.
All right, so you got nothing?
done.
All right.
I'm done.
So that's it. Obviously, you did not win yet. So we're going to continue to the top of turn 2. Top of turn 2. Chrono, untip.
Mm-hmm.
Do your untipping. You have a bunch of stuff to untip, actually. And then...
Several attacks.
Yeah,
I did several attacks.
You did. And once you've done that, do you wish to reset, or are you going to roll the bones?
I will roll the bones at this point.
Rolling the bones. Here they come.
5.
5.
Okay.
Very nice.
That's good.
Got him. With that having been said, do you wish to declare any events?
The events. Any thoughts, Achilles, while I look at these?
I don't see any that we need just yet
Yeah.
that I can think of anyway, unless you see something that you really want to make use of.
Nothing I really see that I think is really handy right now. Oh, maybe that, actually. Let's do that.
Which one?
This one.
What's that one, Chrono?
Is surprise attack.
Oh dear.
Choose 1 square in which the enemy may not play any tactics during their first tactical phase of this
The
turn.
first tactical phase. Which area is so blessed?
Perhaps surprising no one, it's going to be this hill.
Well, that makes that hill simpler, doesn't it? All right.
That was the intent.
Any
Oh,
other
you know,
any other Soviet events?
let me ask you this, Chrono.
Mhm.
My guys come in this turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought, they
During the marker step, they come in at the end. They will not get to do things.
Okay.
Okay, so
like, yeah,
let's save
that
this
turn,
for
yeah.
save this for the next turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But I think that's it for events.
Okie dokie. Any road movement? He said, expecting the answer no.
Not this time.
All right, very good. In that case, pay for your first one
It is so paid.
and go.
I'm just gonna put them there.
Dear Godmother, the Russians are everywhere.
They'll hold there. 2, 2, 2, 6. Let's see. these guys up. And these guys are gonna go back in.
We were just here.
These guys are gonna push up like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where the tactical goes.
All right, we obviously have a fight. What do we got here? That's 4. That's a 3. So that means 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. That is an 11. Any artillery?
I'm gonna throw in the 152 millimeter.
Those are big, scary guns, you know.
They are.
11.
If I want to use them.
It's 11. Ooh, 15. Because that's just the only time you can use them, too.
It is. That's what I want to use.
Yeah, 15. 15. Do you have any artillery that you want to use, Joe, to face that 15? You are currently a 4.
Yeah, let's use the 105s.
Taking you up to a 7.
Okay.
You may not play tactics. However, Chrono, you may.
Okay.
For this attack, for some reason that utterly evades me, this is a surprise.
I will play one. I'll play one tactic.
What would that be?
Wait, they can't be coming back from the same place they just came from.
Not just that. The place these squares are supposed to be a kilometer across. So it's like, wait a minute. We just saw them go over there. Why would they come back? Anyway.
This is World War II, not World War One.
Right.
I played reserve artillery, which gives me a shift up.
So 15 with an upshift? Forgive me.
Yes, so 15 with an upshift.
15 with an upshift versus... Oh, he's got a 3 up there. He's got a
Yes,
3.
he does.
Yes, that's a
He
5.
reorganized.
Oh, that's right. Well done. So 15 with an upshift versus a straight 8. 15 with an upshift, straight 8.
Ugh.
Ooh, not spectacular. 3.
Be right back. No, it'll still give me 3.
Straight 8 is a 3. Straight 8. That's 1. We'll deal with yours, Chrono, because it's a simpler. Who takes it?
I'll take a hit on the Pioneer.
Okay, got him. Yeah, he's got to. Somebody's got to take it who's fresh, right? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, although wait, I don't know. I think 3 is going to kill him. Yeah, that's a wipeout. Zahilsa, she is yours.
Okay.
All right, that was 1 op. You got another op in you? No more surprise attacks for you, Mr. Guy.
The next one they're going to know there's coming.
Yes.
Oh, this is tough. I know they've got all that coming.
Robert is not going to use them meanly.
Yes, he is.
I-
What we're paying him for.
Just like you better use them meanly.
They're coming in to be friendship ambassadors.
That's right.
I'm going to be. I promise.
I promise. That's what martyrs do. Oh, God.
Okay. Let's do one. We're going to do one more.
Oh, my goodness. That means 2 more are out. All right. Do your move, Sirrah.
There. I'm going to go there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to isolate them. You're going to
Yeah,
have you surrounded.
yeah. They're we will have to observe that they're isolated when it gets to their phase, because I don't. Yeah, you're completely surrounded by enemy Zog in a very unpleasant way.
And we will end that there without any further combat.
Okay. And that'll call it.
Yep.
Marker step. In the marker step is when the rest of those Soviet fellers arrive. Anywhere in row A, so that's the top row there, Achilles, or row 12, A through D. So
Which is here.
nope,
to-
there. It's this side.
Oh, it's this
Yeah.
side?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's anywhere.
A, B, C, D. Right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is 12, and this is 1 over here.
Yeah, you have to look at the map with the Germans at the bottom.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. Got it. Okay.
All right. So they can come in.
Mm-hmm. Those are very, very large tanks. Except the light ones. They're light.
Yeah. They're tiny, actually.
Mm-hmm.
They're very teeny.
Yeah, they are. Well, the crazy thing is, courtesy of the great people in the warehouse, these are all in scale.
E-70s are this tiny little things.
Well, they are, but also the Su-85 is a big freaking tank. I saw one of those when I was in Germany.
It's the same size as the T-34. It's a T-34 hull.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. None of which are little. All the Katyushas have arrived.
Keep in mind, they only have a range of 4, so
Yeah.
All right.
they're very powerful. They're also very short range. Entire Soviet tank corps just rolled onto the field.
Yeah, they're like, hey, it's probably fine, right? Ah! God. Third guard tank. And it's the guard tank corps, no less.
Yeah, they call everything a guard.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Hey, I gave them flags, though, see?
Did you guys survive to the end of the month? Yeah. Your guard.
Your guard!
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Does that mean we get paid more?
No.
I think,
No,
I think guards actually did get a bump in pay.
A double cabbage soup ration for you.
They get an extra roll of toilet paper per company.
Yeah.
You
All
get
right.
to lead the attack.
Yeah, congratulations. All right, this takes us to what we would say is 4, but would be the bottom of 2 Germans. Let us begin with untipping. Let's go around and untip. I see a tipped artillery. I think everybody else is either dead or in jail. So, with that on your reset phase, do you want to roll 6? You want to roll 3?
I think we probably want to. When do these reinforcements come in?
This turn, at the end of it.
At the end of this turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter then for those. I think I am going to. Oh. You know what? I think I'm going to roll 6.
6 dice. Let's see.
Interesting.
I don't know why.
That's wanting to have stuff to do. Ouch!
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, that's
Ouchie.
hurting. That
I've been there before. I would tell you constellations.
So with that, any events, Joe?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water.
Let's see. We're gonna want when the tanks come on. We're gonna want a lot of ops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember, you may want some tactics. Ops, one die moves everybody on the board.
Yeah. What I was thinking about doing is doing Total of Craig,
Oh, sure.
and that way, for one, I get 5,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have to roll them.
Correct. So I would do like this.
Yeah.
Oh dear,
There we go.
you have called Totaler Krieg.
Oh no.
Yes.
Taller Krieg.
Totaler Krieg. 5
Means
dice.
they get 5 dice.
Mm-hmm. You can only, just like Daffy Duck said, the problem with that trick is I can only do it once.
Right.
Any other events, Joe? Rommel is an awesome game. I'm saying it. Saying it. Yes, it's a board game, and it's smart for that.
Man, I really don't want to attack out of any of these positions, but I'd like to.
I want to hit him. I want to hit him real hard.
I really do. I really do. Especially these guys.
I don't like those guys at all.
I don't like those guys because they're screwing up my zone with the whole zone of control.
Yeah, they've got you good surrounded, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know, packing all that mess.
No. So, I mean, is that a stupid idea to try and do that? Hit one of them?
I mean, maybe not.
Well, remember, you're isolated, and because you're isolated,
what does that mean?
That halves you?
Yeah,
No. It costs an extra op to move any isolated units.
Yeah, it costs you an extra op to activate them.
They don't get combat. They don't get combat malices until they're out of supply.
Right, and we don't have that. So
more presents the fact that they're communicating at this point either by very shoddy radio or trying to get messengers through to high command because they're surrounded.
The other thing is, although I'm certain that somebody fancy is going to try to mess with it, it deprives you. You do not get the entrenchment. You do not get the urban bonus. Although again, he's coming up with the infantry support. He's coming up with guys that have pioneers. So that could be 6 and 2 3s. But you are giving up the value of the entrenchment. You're giving up the value of the urban area, and you're fighting in that open square. And you will. Yeah. So.
And you'd have to do 3 hits to really
get them out. Yeah. Okay. So no. All right. So it is a bad idea. I don't think we're going to do any.
I mean, it's possible you roll a 6, basically, depending if you can do any shifts or not. But
okay. Well. No, I think I'm going to. I think I'm not going to move anybody.
All right. Which is going to leave you a boat ton of dice for when it becomes defensive ops time.
Right.
Which is not a bad thing at all. So, with that having been done, it is now the marker phase. The marker phase. And that, Robert, puts you in the role of Axis. Where to go? You arrive anywhere in row H, which is, of course, the baseline.
Anywhere in H.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to say, you don't have a. There's no lack of areas you could attack.
Yeah.
the bad news is we have contact all on the line. The good news is.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have good news and we have bad news.
Whoa.
Yeah. Good news is we know where they are. The bad news is they're everywhere.
Oh, the Nebelwerfers are pretty damn nice.
Mm-hmm.
They're only range 3, I think.
Correct.
But they're
Same with Argotushas. They're only range 4, but
Yeah, but and
they have a
that's
punch.
They hit harder than their
hit
rock.
harder than the cut than the.
They hit harder than most of the infantry on the board. They hit harder than most. They were combat value of 5.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay.
Only Panzer Grenadiers.
it's like these guys thought they were cruising all the way to Berlin, and the next thing they knew,
Yeah.
German counterattack.
Does kind of look that way, doesn't it?
Oh, don't worry, comrade. They're running out of gasoline.
I'm running out of petrol before you know it.
But are they going to run out today? Maybe?
yeah, like, or how about now? Are they going to run out now?
You never know.
Nah.
I
By the
wo-
time they get through killing a couple of our divisions, they'll be out of gas. No worry.
I'm worried about now.
Don't worry, that Yad Panther company has probably only got 1 tank in it.
That's right.
The rest of them are murderable.
They had to cannibalize all the other ones to get it going.
Yeah.
All set?
Okay.
All right. Cool.
What?
What? All good? We're good? Oh, no. Hans, get in line, for God's sake.
Okay.
No, I want to be here. No, I want to be there. All right, cool. Up and in. That was indeed the bottom of 2, the 6s to the top of 3. Chrono untip. I'd say Achilles untip, but you haven't had half a chance. any? I don't think you have any untips, do you?
Me, no.
No, I meant
I
Chrono.
haven't been able to move yet.
I meant Chrono, sorry. All right, Chrono, big question for you. What's it going to be? Reset or roll?
I'm gonna roll.
Rolling 6. Very good.
Not bad.
5. Events.
How mean do I want to be?
As mean as you can.
True.
Yeah, the goal of a war game is not to invite the other team to dinner.
True.
Perhaps after when they're prisoners.
After, yes.
Yes.
Sure, maybe some oysters, something like that.
See, now is the time if you wanted to use this.
Yeah, where you want to go with that, though? Because you can't end up in an enemy Zoc, I don't think.
I can't end up in an enemy Zoc, that's right. But how far does how far does it allow me to move?
3.
36.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought I was doing something else. Sorry.
So that gets my rear units. Where's the enemy? See, he's up on this hill, right?
Yeah.
And this one. Okay. So
No, we're not.
You see nothing.
we're nowhere up there. What are you talking about?
Your aerial
These guys.
reconnaissance is
Is faulty. Is highly faulty.
Yeah, you're right. It probably isn't as big a benefit. If I'd started out down at the bottom, it would have been. But
Yeah. Maybe it might still come in handy later, but not right now, I don't think. Yeah, no events.
No events. Any road movement?
No road movement.
No road movement. Well, let the games begin. Pay an ops die, sir.
Is paid.
And now you have an op.
Do your movement.
All right.
Hello.
До свидания.
Zdrowie, tovarich.
Exactly.
Let's see.
You coming up a hill there, Carna?
I am.
Oh, dearie mine.
From another hill, but, you know.
These motorized infantry do they move at the same speed as the tanks?
Yep.
They
Get 2.
Yeah.
They're 2s.
Okay.
do they get 2 or
Pretty sure.
There's not
They're
much
not-
point in
no,
them being
they're not-
motorized otherwise.
Oh, is that the arm? Oh, that's right. It's the arm. Yeah, but they're different from leg.
that's because they
Yeah,
get
they're
more
not-
road.
they're not
They
like-
get more road movement.
Is
They
that it?
don't- Yeah, they only get 1.
Okay.
So, probably I think sadly represents the fact that they are truck-borne and they are not going forward in armored personnel carriers.
Oh, so they only move one?
Correct.
They only
Same?
move 1. Yeah.
Okay. So I need to move back one.
Okay. That's what road movement is useful for. Is you get them all up there.
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense, you know.
That's all right.
The 2 attacks going in.
Where's
I have
the
another one over here.
Oh, going in there, huh? Okay. Achilles, you're all set?
Yes, sir.
Very good. We have 2 fights. Which one do you want, Carna?
Let's start with this one.
Well, you got pioneers in there, do you?
Yep.
Yeah, you
They
do.
are going to get rid of that.
Uh-huh. Doesn't save you the downshift, though.
It does not.
Okay.
So
So,
I'm looking at ammo the
force
downshift right now.
12. Nope, 7. 10. 10. 10 to 8. 10 to 8. Artillery, Chrono?
Yeah, we're gonna throw in the their organic 76.
When do they have to take the mine?
The mines are here and here.
Yeah, they're not there. They're on the 2 on the outside.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like it was.
It sure did,
a mine
didn't it?
square.
Yeah, it does. It does that.
So that's 12. Any artillery from you, Joe?
He has a total of 12.
Yeah, he's got 12 coming in at your 8.
No.
Okay, 12 to 8. At that point, we go to the boards. Go to your tactics, please. Shout out when you're ready.
I'm ready.
I'm not yet. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting used to these.
I don't think so. I'll look.
All right, I am going to. I'm going to do this. Fast reaction.
What does that do?
Fast reaction allows me to move 1 passive unit. So, right to. Let's see, it says 1 passive unit can move from an adjacent uncontested square into the square.
Yep.
Before resolving the combat, if stacking permits.
Mm-hmm.
So one of these, and diagonal is adjacent, right?
It is.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to take one of these and move it up here.
Okay.
Oof.
Good
Give me
move.
12.
That's good use, yeah. So that's 12 to 12.
Yep.
12 to
I
12, and there's a downshift for the Soviets.
I played airstrike though, so they shift up.
I thought. Sorry, I don't know why I thought you didn't do something, but you did. What did you do?
Airstrike.
Yes,
L2's coming in. Attacker gets a shift up. Clear weather only. Not permitted in woods.
it is a clear day.
And so I negate the downshift, so it's just gonna be 12 to 12 straight.
Yep.
Straight up. Okay. 4.
Ooh. 4 on a 12 is 2. 3 on a 12 is also 2. 2 and a 2. So, who do you... Well, we'll just... I assume you don't want it on the Pioneer, right?
Not for now, no.
And if I have a dude that has Panzer Shrek, I don't want it on him either.
Yeah.
I think none of these guys do. So.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yep.
So I'm just marking some points real quick.
Okay.
Up to you, Joe. Stay or go.
Assuming he wants to stay.
Yeah, I figured, but I gotta ask, man.
No, I'll stay.
It is your prerogative. All right, so that's a win there. There's a repulse for the Germans, and now, what a mess this will be. Whee! Who are the 3 you're throwing in, Chrono?
These 293rd boys and this ISU.
Got it. So, with that infantry, so do you have? He does not have pioneers, so you're gonna get the entrenchment, but he's gonna negate the advantage of the town.
I'm going to get the downshift. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 4, 8, 12. 12 coming in after
I think 8.
8. 12 to 8. Do you have any artillery?
I'm going to throw in their organic artillery. And I'm going to throw in the 152s.
Ooh, 12, 14 plus 18. 18 big points. 18 big points. How about you, Joe? You got any?
Yeah, I'm going to throw in both the 105s and the
Vespa.
Vespa.
All right, Chrono, I'm sure you can remember 18 because I'm going to have to do some separate math here. 8 plus 3 is 11. Plus 3 is 14. 18 to 14. 18 to 14. Ooh, big scary points being spent, people. So far, 18 to 14 with the Soviets having a downshift.
No, it's negated by the...
Oh, that's right. They get to absorb the first hit. That's right. 18 to 14, first hit will be absorbed by the bunker.
What anti-tank do?
And anti-tank would negate tank shock if they were in the open.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Ain't no tank shock when you're in an urban area. All right, so go to your boards, please. See if you got any tactics you want to play. Let me know when you're done.
All right, I agree with that.
I'm shocked there are tanks in this urban area.
Yeah,
About this also.
yeah, they probably are. They probably are.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Okay, I'm ready as well.
Attacker, what do you got?
Flamethrowers. Attackers get one shift up and attacking urban as long as one infantry unit is attacking.
And that's the case. Up 18 with an upshift. How about you, Joe?
Well, we saw your flamethrowers, and we're doing defense in depth. Attacker gets one shift down.
So
and
it's...
then
Go ahead.
Hold up. Oh, I got one more, but go on.
No, that's fine.
That's all
It's
I've got.
18 to 14 even.
And we're also playing Panzerfaust. One infantry unit doubles its combat value if at least one enemy armor is attacked.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
18 to 14. It was 18 to 14. I met at both fours, so now it's 18 to 18. 18 to 18, even Stevens. Wowie.
And is there any shifts?
No shifts.
Nope.
No shifts. So
Ooh, big 5. A big 5. That's
1, 2, 4.
Yeah, 4.
Net 3.
5.
Oh,
5.
ow.
Wow, so both do 4, but Joe only takes 3. Take that out of there. All right, we'll do the 4 first. Chrono's got 3 guys.
1, 2, 3. I'll take 2 of one of these infantry units.
Oh boy, I'm surprised. Same, right? 2.
Yep, they're all.
Take him down 2. Joe, you got 3. Are they the same? They are.
I think they're
One's got a tank.
Yeah, so let's leave. Let's take the one that's not anti-tank down.
Got it. Well, he's got to lose 1. The other guy will lose 2.
Yeah. Got it.
It is so. And I'll go. I'm going to beg the question and say you're staying. So.
Yep, I'm staying.
Chrono, you bounce and tip.
It is so done.
You got another tactical phase in you, Chrono?
You have anything you want to do on that side?
No.
Okay. Then we will end it there.
All right, very good. That takes us to the bottom of 3. The bottom of 3, or what we would say is the 6th turn. Joe, untip everything.
Okay.
All right, Joe. You know how many dice you've got. That's a nice little. But you've also got a lot of dice on the board. What's it going to be? 3 or 6?
You know what? I'll let Robert. I know what I'm gonna do, but Robert's gonna be doing all the moving. So, Robert, what would you like?
We've got 6 dice. We can clear it.
Gonna clear it. The only one that doesn't clear, obviously, is the one that you can't do more than once. Everything else is gone. 3 dice.
3 dice. Gotcha. Oh, you know what I thought? Okay, so this is good. I thought you cleared out all your ops dice too.
No.
You do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. You clear out when you reset the board. Everything goes.
No. I think they stay between turns, don't they?
Not if you reset the board.
Reset. I thought for sure. The reset step.
No.
Wait.
You know, you're Jim's right.
Oh, okay.
Resetting has no effect on the op dice.
Okay, good to know.
The op pile. Yep. Okay, so rolling 3.
3. Hey, all 3 pay. Look at that.
And getting 3.
That's a mini. Okay, first thing, events. Any events?
Is there an event you want?
Yeah, let's see.
As he rolls up his sleeves.
No. Don't want that.
Well, I'm going to do this one.
You didn't know you weren't wrong, Haz. You were asking a question.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which one's that?
Oh, you know what? That one would be good too.
Yeah, Chrono, next time
Which one?
when we do clear,
Mm-hmm.
I am definitely going to need this.
Okay. Yep.
So do we have an event from our German friends?
Sorry. We do have an event from our German friends.
Which one's that?
We're going to play...
That's the one you can't do.
No,
You can't do that one.
I'm not doing that one.
You're not doing that.
That's
doing
the
that
only
one.
one.
Literally
you
the
can't
only
do.
one you can't do.
I'm not doing that.
All
one.
right, awesome. So you're gonna a replacement battalion.
Yes.
Ooh, what does that do?
That is all three in a square, even if they are isolated or low supply or low on ammo.
Yep. So
Oh,
these
well
guys.
done.
Oh, there they go.
I see. I see.
Yeah, that is well done. They have received
I
it.
really like this battle board thing.
Yep.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah.
It
Gives
is
you
a
a lot
lot
of
of,
interesting. It's the heart of the game.
it's a lot of fun. Makes me want to try Saga.
Yeah,
I like
sure.
Saga. I played Saga. It's a fun skirmish game.
All right. Any other events?
Not unless Robert wants one.
Not that I can think of.
Okay, then no.
Any road movement?
Robert.
I don't see that would help me right now.
Okay, especially since Achilles is right there.
Yep.
Very good. No road movement. All right. Pay it out. Ops. Time for an ops phase.
So we'll pay one for
Mm-hmm.
ops.
I'll go grab it. I got it.
There you go. Okay.
Everybody go.
Oh.
That's perfectly fine if you want to blame Glenn. I'm a big fan of blaming people who aren't here.
I think I may have to pay 2 for that. I think these guys are technically isolated.
Who's that?
No, wait, no. No, wait, they're not. Never mind.
Yeah, no, they're not. How are they?
They're not.
isolated?
No, never mind. I'm restricting the board. Carry on.
Okay.
Away we go. Where are these guys behind them, Robert?
What was that?
Well, these dudes, where are they?
They're attacking these guys.
Oh, you got guys up there. Oh,
Yeah, they're hiding in the trees.
sorry, missed that.
You even got red flags.
Yeah, I guess
It's a very dense forest.
it is. It is terribly dense.
Those are camouflage red flags.
Wait a minute.
Camel red, a famous color. Holy cow! Holy cow! It's party time.
Is that
And
a big attack? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a wicked armor battle. We get to see how that works. Are we done? Is that it?
It's all my movement.
Joe?
If I
They can move there.
If you
no, I think I'm good. I'm good.
all right, you're good. You got 2 fights. Which one you want first? Both of you are Robert.
I'll take the.
Both of you are Robert.
Both of you are Robert. I think I said that right. Okay. We got the Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, very good, very good. Oof. 9. 13.
I think the Panzer Grenadiers. Well, they're armor, aren't they?
Yeah, they're armored. They're not armor.
Okay.
Big distinction Sam makes. 13 to 8. 13 to 8. Let's take a look at the factors we might have to deal with there. No, there's none of that. However, here...
The forest and a mountain.
Yep. So that'll be a downshift. 13 with a downshift. Artillery, Robert. The Werfer. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
And that's definitely in range. Pow. 13, 18. It's now 18. How about you, Chrono?
My artillery is tipped.
Oh dear. All right, 18. Let's go to the books. Go to the boards. Go to the boards. Go to the boards. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm going to use this.
Which
Which one? Ah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should look on the offensive instead of defensive.
He's like, wait a minute, I don't want to entrench.
Any of these look useful to you coming on?
Yeah, I'm going to be using this one.
We don't have a. You don't have any. I don't think you have any artillery.
I do, in fact.
Oh, you can't use those defensively.
True, but this doesn't actually say that I have to have anything.
I think it does. Let me double check that.
Which one is that?
Doesn't say it in the thing.
Ping it?
I think we.
Yeah, you can't use it for that.
Can't use what for what?
That
Sorry.
you can only use that with a thing that can actually fire defensively.
Oh, I didn't even, because it doesn't have it in the little description. I didn't know whether you even had to have.
There's a longer description in the book.
Ah. Okay. Never mind then.
So, Robert, you ready?
Yeah.
What'd you bring?
I brought something. Infiltration.
Ooh.
Med 1 infantry unit of attacking mountain woods of Pocan.
Oh, look at that. I imagine you're going to double that 5 to a 10.
Yeah.
23 with a downshift. How about you, Chrono?
We're withdrawing.
They all retreat. There is no combat. There is no pinning attack. So that is a retreat, and they do have to kick. They do have to tilt, but you get the hill, Robert. No damages.
That was a success? Question mark.
They stormed up that hill, and boy, they're happy about it.
Yeah. Do our guys have to tip?
No.
The artillery does.
Yeah, the artillery tips, but you don't. The guys that took the thing do not.
Okay.
And this nightmare. Holy cow. Each of you will have to choose your lead armor unit. Who is it? Obviously, you'll want to get the guy with the best combat value.
It's going to be the Su-85s.
Panzer Force.
I think it's 3 of 3.
I think so. I do believe. It's been far too long, so I don't want to screw this up. Because it's a neat little subsystem. I'm going to call it that.
Yeah.
Pick one armor unit. The leading armor unit must have at least as many boxes remaining. Of course it does. We compare their armor. It's actually the armor values of the leading units. So
3 of 3.
Yeah, it's 3 to 3. Yep, it's the same. Remember, yep. If one had higher, you have the armor advantage. There is no armor advantage in this battle. Very good. So we then continue to this. 4, 6, 10. 10 attacking.
12, I think.
12. 10 attacking, 12. Robert, artillery.
I guess we'll use the Vesp.
What's its range?
12.
Yeah, you're good. So 10 adds 3. 13 attacking, 12. Achilles, artillery?
I don't have any.
Okay. So 13 attacking, 12. Gentlemen, to your boards, please.
All right. Now, let me ask you this, Chrono.
Oh.
Which of these is better?
Depends on what you think. You could do both.
Can do this.
I'd hate to use that many die, but
I mean, it depends on whether you rather avoid damage or inflict damage.
well, I want to do both.
Yeah,
Why not both?
Then do both.
sounds like a great idea.
All right. Let's face it.
And don't forget, you can try to use your light tanks, Reki.
Yeah. Yeah, I do intend to do that. That I know.
You're talking this one, right?
We good?
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we said it was 13 to 12. 13 to 12. What'd you do, Joe? Or Robert?
I did mass target. I
Mass
doubled
target.
the
Ooh, doubles the barrage. Doubles the barrage because that is a massed target. And so the Vespa, which was firing a 3, is now firing a 6. So it's now a 16 to 12. Please continue.
I reserve artillery, so I get a
16 to 12 with an upshift.
and I smoked him. He gets a shift down.
Oh man, brought all the points. 16 to 12 with a downshift for the defender. Achilles, how did you respond?
Let's see. We have the concealed position. Defender gets 1 shift up.
So that wipes you out. You're now even.
Fence in depth. Attacker gets 1 shift down.
So now it's 16 to 12 with a downshift for the 16.
And I want to use my my light tank's recce ability.
I think that just means that Reki can do it.
Let me find out.
I'm pretty sure.
I think
Because
that's only
I was trying to remember how that works too. I thought there was like a die roll for it or something.
Page
That's the-
76.
it's the tactic.
Out. When tactics are real to combat, if neither side played a Reki tactical player with a eligible recon unit made it clearly wishes to scout with it.
Yeah. Go on.
However, if no Reki tactics are played and only one side is a scouting unit, then that player rolls a dice and I roll a 4+. His side shoots first.
That's as if he had played it. So Achilles, you roll d6.
Yeah.
If you get a 4+, you will get to go first.
Okay. Yeah, I thought there was a die roll for
And
that.
there it is.
Mhm.
Okay, so
I think. Wait. Just to clarify, I don't think there are any shifts on either side because they gave us
Yeah.
a shift down and a
yeah,
shift up.
right, right. We wiped it. Yeah. 16 to 12. 16 to 12. So nothing there. But the 12 now rolls.
Ooh, well done.
That's a lot of good rolls. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Not too complex.
Nice shooting.
Yeah,
Nice shooting.
So that's going to be.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a 6 for the Vespa, a 3 for the Panzer, so 12. The Martyr is the thing that really gets hurt. Drops it literally in half. So that was 6, 9,
Number 3, so the results take a hit, right?
10. Yeah, I'm just working my way through it. 10, 13. 13. No shift. Man, a lot of 5s. That is a 3 back.
Okay.
And so everybody gets.
Let's see.
Everybody
everybody
just
Everybody
gets 1.
Everybody takes
Yeah.
a hit. Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to remember how they distribute it, but yeah. Okay.
Had there been armor advantage, whoever lost that would have to take 1 extra.
Yeah.
So looking at this situation, Achilles, stay or go.
We will stay.
All right, Robert, withdraw, and you are tipped. Yep. All right, Joe, how do you... Remember now, we do have the ability, you do have the ability, if you do it right away, to untip using ops. Just saying. So always remember that. But you have to do it right after the thing happens.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to do that for the armor over here.
All right.
Tipping leaves it vulnerable, right?
Yes. Yeah, right now, it's facing a whole lot of hurt.
Yeah, so we'll untip that by spending armor.
Well, how many ops dice you got? It's 1 per.
Oh, it's 1 per.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then, we'll spend both, and Robert, you choose who you want to untip.
Hold on. I'm trying to clean it up.
So that'll
You
spend.
can't have one anyway, so yeah, that's a good choice, honestly.
Half of one is one.
Is one.
There you go.
All right. Well, I was going to ask the question, do you have another op in you? And I realized, no, you don't. So with that, we have no reinforcements. We obviously have not achieved a victory yet. That has not occurred. I don't know. We got one more turn in us for the evening?
I'm ready to go. I'm on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm talking to the
Still
East
not till
Coasters.
early.
Joe, you got one more in you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, we'll roll one more then. We are now at this will take us to the top four, which would be, in normal parlance, the top of what? Jeez. No, top of four. Yeah, what am I saying? I'm not doubling it the way it's... Sam's got my head going wrong, man. He's got it going wrong. This is the top of four. Chrono, wipe it or roll it?
We're going to wipe it.
Wiping it. 3 dice.
I'm just untipping some stuff here, then I'll roll.
Sure, of course. Gets them all.
3. Not bad.
Nice.
Events for you,
Yep.
sir.
Let's see. Do you want me... I can throw this at you if you want. Well, I'll
What?
toss this dice that we may want elsewhere right now.
I don't need it, I don't think, do I?
Okay. I
Not
might
yet,
do
anyway.
this. I might do this, because it's going to hurt.
Where's
Oh, there.
that is harsh, yes. Go for it.
Let's do it.
What's that? Oh, it's a onesie. Maskirovka.
In the coming turn, the enemy discards new ops dice on rolls of 1, 2, or 3.
Whoa,
Ow.
Oh, yeah, this goes way too.
that's horrible.
But you only use that once
that's
per
just horrible.
game. I can use that once per game. It's like, yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it now. All right, having spent that one, do you have any more events?
No, not right now.
Road
Do you want
movement.
me to,
Oh, sorry.
really quick, do you want me to throw this in there, or...
Which one?
Actually, no way. I don't think we need it. Never mind.
No,
Forget
no.
that. Okay.
Yeah. Save it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Road movement.
Not for me.
I have none.
That takes us to ops. Hit it.
I will pay my 1. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
If I had any grievance with Rommel at all in the whole world, it'd be there just aren't enough huge scenarios.
Yeah, they have that big old PDF. It's got like 30 of them.
Yeah, which is where this is from, parenthetically. But they're all... Max stacking is 3 Achilles.
Yeah, I'm trying to move these guys back.
Oh, you're good. I see what you're doing. I love that you keep the board... Oh, I see. You want them back. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I see.
cool. You could shift these guys up or something too. But don't
Yeah,
matter.
there's a lovely book from which this is from, as Chrono said. I think it's 24 scenarios throughout the war. So that's what we'll be playing. We'll definitely have some fun with that. But I would love it. I found an oversized market garden that we'll definitely
Ooh.
build. And we've already done the Neptune, which is that huge Little Wars TV Operation Uranus. That's really good. But I wish there were just a few more of the super big ones. But other than that, I like it a lot.
I'm done on my side, by the way.
I see Chrono fiddling.
I am fiddling. Rome is not burning yet, but I am fiddling. Let's see.
Those guards
That's a lot of
seem to...
tanks. That's a lot of tanks. That's a lot of tanks. these infantry are like, many tanks.
That's all right. Get them fighting you in the urban environment. They don't like that.
Fortunately, I'm not in their environment right now.
Yeah, he's outstanding in his field.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a good place to be.
Don't I know it?
The heck you say?
Just say it. Just say it. That's not where you want to be.
Yeah, let's do this just to make them bleed a little.
Make them bleed. Yes.
Let them bleed.
Let them bleed. They started it.
So I
Let
have
them
attack
bleed.
here and attack here.
I'm sorry. Where's your other one?
Here and here.
Oh, okay. Coming up the hill. And where? Oh, coming up the hill. Twice even. All right, drop it dice. All right. That's a bunch of fights. Where do you want to start?
Let me guess. There's a pioneer in there. Oh yeah, there.
Let's start over in the right here, if you don't mind.
I don't mind as long as you leave me the one thing I need.
He's up the hill. So it's this guy, and the guy behind him, Chrono?
Yep, that's correct.
All from the 202nd. They are good, so we don't have any problems there. 3.
Should be
7.
10 total.
10 with a downshift.
Yep.
10 with a downshift versus 7. 10. 10 to 10, but the attacker has a downshift.
I will also throw in the organic artillery.
All right, so that adds in a 3.
12.
12.
No,
So
76. They're not that powerful.
Yeah, they're not that big. So 12 to 10. 12 to 10 with a 12 on getting a downshift. Do you have any artillery, Joe?
I do, but I'm going to save it.
Ah, okay. Gentlemen, to your boards, please. Say when?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Anybody bring any?
I brought nothing.
I also brought nothing.
12 to 10. The 12 has a downshift.
Oh!
Ooh!
there-
Oh!
my God.
Oh my goodness!
Geez. Oh God!
12 with a downshift is 4. 12 with a 10 with nothing is 3.
Ow!
Ow!
Ow! My bones.
Oh, that was a good one, Joe. Good one. Good one.
Well done.
1 to each.
That's a proper Russian attack right there.
Yeah. Did a lot of damage, but oh boy, did it get punched. Whoa, what you throwing stuff for, man? I gotta mark that guy, because everybody gets one.
Oh, sorry. I was anticipating.
Yeah, yeah, Joel, allow me to ask the dumb question. Stay or go?
We're going to stay.
Yeah. Gotta hit your fresh guys. Got any fresh guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, one guy in the back. So that's 2. Okay, that guy's taking a hit. You got 2 guys that are both 3-2. I suppose it don't matter?
Two of them gotta take a hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Put him in the front, I guess. All right, and Chrono, yeah, you bounce and tip. Those guys have been fighting like dogs on that hill, no doubt about it.
We're wearing them down.
Yeah, well, that too is a Soviet tactic. Now, this Soviet fight, I imagine.
Yep.
And allow me to be not shocked when I find a pioneer in there. That's why they exist, I guess. And so here they come. I see a 3. I see a 3, so that's a 6. And I see a 4, so that's a 10 with a downshift.
Yeah, throwing in my organic artillery.
How many?
It's gonna be 2.
12. 12 to 8. 12 has a downshift. Joe, artillery?
No.
12 to 8, no artillery. You gentlemen got any things you want to throw in there?
Let me check my board really quick.
All right.
No, I'm good.
No, I'll leave the downshift.
12 to 8. 12 has a downshift. 12.
Man.
Ooh, that is a 1. What did you roll, Joe?
3.
1-1.
1-1, yeah.
I'll take
Guys
him on
keep
the imagery
matching
here.
each other.
Yeah, they are. Just one of the regulars, yeah.
Yep. I mean, I'm just throwing some attrition out there, so.
For sure. Frontline guys. All right, Joe, stay or go?
We'll stay.
Stay. Bounce and tip, please.
Just so done.
And obviously, just this, as I reminded them, remember that if you want to untip using ops, you have to do it right away. So
I am non-tipping.
I didn't think so, but I feel I want to be fairsies. All right, here we go. Achilles versus Robert, round 2. Yeah. So here we say, do we have who's your lead guy? Let's get your.
You asking him or me?
I'm asking you, Achilles. I know who his is. This is
It's going to be the 85.
the 85 who comes in with that armor of. Okay, be careful. He's got an armor of 2 when he's attacking.
Oh. Well, they all do, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, is that right? 34 does too?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yep.
Okay.
An armor advantage before.
Yeah, that's going to be an armor advantage. Robert?
Yeah.
Who's your leader?
The Panzer IV.
Okay. So, yeah, that is armor advantage, which means if the Germans do any damage at all to the Soviets, they will do 1 extra point. Let's do our count up. Guard tank
And
4.
You owe me another. You owe another hitting over here.
No, because you were even.
What
You
for?
were even.
Yeah, you didn't have armor advantage in that one.
Sure, I did.
No, you didn't.
No,
They
No,
were
you didn't.
attacking. They were
You were attacking.
They were attacking. You were attacking last time, so his armor was
Oh.
3. Sit down.
Sorry. Okay.
Down and back.
Down in front. 12. 12 is attacking 6, 7. 12 is attacking 7. You have no artillery. Robert, you got some?
we have artillery.
Yes, I do.
Well, you said last time you didn't.
You can't use
Because I
rockets
was
defensively.
defending. Remember? This time I'm attacking.
Oh, okay. Well, then fine. Then use your artillery. Do it. I don't care.
All right, I will.
Let's see what I care.
I'm going to use my rockets.
Are you in range?
I am 4. 1,
One,
2,
two,
3,
1,
4.
2, 3, 4. Exactly. Well done.
12
12 added to a mighty 4. That's 16.
I'm going to throw in the Army 152s.
And where are those all hanging out?
Ooh, man!
All the way back
I
Higher
can't,
there?
use them, I can't use them defensively, so I might as well use them here.
Yeah.
Higher headquarters is really
20.
favoring
That
me
is
here.
20. Robert, you got any?
Yeah, I might as well throw the 105 then.
Yep,
For a whole
that's why I saved them for you.
All right, so that's to 13.
No, that would be 10.
You're at 7.
Oh, yeah. 20 to 10. 20 to 10, 20 to 10, 20 to 10. Go to the boards, go to the boards, go to the boards.
I will
Alright.
let you place.
Yes, and you know what? I want to use one more, and it's going to be for the that one.
Ah. do you wanna do this one too, just for the heck of it, or no?
Do you mind using up all the die?
Don't tell them that. Jeez.
Oh, OPSEC!
They don't know. They don't know whether I'm lying or not.
Uh-huh.
I mean, might as well.
All right. Which one was it you were looking at?
That one.
Ah, yeah, of course.
So, what'd you play there, Achilles?
Let's see. We did mass target
Mm-hmm.
if they're double the barrage value of the artillery unit.
Of a artillery unit, so which one?
of-
You threw 2.
Well, I
They
only.
both-
Oh, that's
they're
right.
both-
I used 2.
They're both 4, so they're the same either way.
So, yeah, it doesn't matter.
24 to 10. Keep going. Jeez.
We did pinning attack.
They can't leave.
They can't leave.
And so...
And we did recce.
Oh. You didn't have 3 dice,
Yeah, we did.
did you?
Yeah, we did.
I
And we
missed
used
that.
them all.
I missed the early play. I'm sorry. I missed that early one. I thought you only had 2. 20.
No.
20, 20.
24.
Oh, yeah,
24.
24. Yeah, go.
And no defensive?
No.
No.
Go ahead and roll it.
All right.
Well, didn't he use Reki before?
No. He got Reki off his unit. What did you roll, Achilles?
5.
5.
24. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will he live to hit?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, one of them's going to live.
Somebody will. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right. Who takes the other 2, Robert?
Well, definitely the martyr.
4.
And kind of 2. Some armor is 3. So I'm at a whopping 5.
Yeah.
The die roller.
Oh, nice
Ooh,
roll.
Look at that.
That's 2.
2
3.
plus. Yeah,
3,
it's a
actually.
third. Yeah.
That's a hard swinging Panzer IV.
Yeah, I was. Well, yeah, they didn't walk away for free. So basically, they hit him for a total of 3. This one has to take this, and then you've got to spread the other 2 over here.
Which should be easy. 1 each.
Yeah, yeah. Robert, stay or go.
I'm staying.
He can't. Yeah, he can't withdraw.
Yeah, I don't. He could go here.
No, they played the thing, so you can't.
No, that prevents it.
That was before
There's
the
that
fight.
thing that lets you avoid the fight. That thing they did to
you.
you. Pitting attack prevents that.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys gotta kick back and tip. All right, let's wrap up the evening because nobody won and nobody get reinforcements. Bottom of the turn belongs to the Germans. Germans hold a roll.
Roll 6.
I will remind you that you are under the effects of Maskarovka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Better roll 6.
3.
I got 3.
Yeah. About average, right? Hits the numbers.
Yep.
Any events? Events phase.
Oh. These Katushkas need to be
Yep. Yeah.
belted.
Yeah, but if I do that, that's 2. You need it that bad?
No, I was just looking. I just happened to pop there. No, we can't afford the dice.
No. Okay.
All right. So therefore, no events, no road
Yeah.
movement. I assume. Oh yeah, do your untips. Untips. It's kind of a big deal for you, Will. Okay. And with all those untips, ops phase. Throw me a die. Let's have a die. There it is. Ops.
I'm not going to move anybody, so it's all you.
What does Woods do for movement?
It
Double?
slows you down.
You
to
just
1.
stop. You just stop there at the 1.
So if you want to move 2, you have to go like that.
Yep. All right. So your movement is done, Joe. You didn't do any fights, did you? Joe.
No.
Okay.
No, I did no fights.
Waiting for. Goes not moving, so waiting for Robert to.
Yep. He's
spread
got
his
he's
stuff.
got 2 flanks. So.
Yep.
Marat, how you doing? Oh,
Interesting.
okay.
Makes sense.
All right, I see no fights, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
There. Start there. Okay.
All right.
If question,
Mm-hmm.
one, can you move through a zone of control without
Yes.
stopping? An enemy
Yep.
zone of control.
Yep.
Without
Yeah.
stopping.
The only thing you can't do is cut a corner between two.
Yeah. You can't. I can't do this right here. But everything else is free game. And I think that's mainly because Sam doesn't want people being cheeky and just sliding units.
Right.
Yeah.
There's actually a whole there's an event I think you can use. It lets you ignore that.
Lets you do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And also, if you move artillery units,
Mm-hmm.
do artillery units then are they tipped?
If they're not motorized, for example,
Yeah.
this is motorized. This
Yeah.
one too is motorized. Oh yeah, it's SPA, same thing. If it's towed, it tips.
Right. I think all the artillery on the table.
Yeah, I
in
think
this
the-
scenario is motorized or self-propelled.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move.
You see a lot more in early war.
Yeah. I am. Oh, he's on an objective though. Okay, I'm gonna leave him there. He's on an objective. Okay. I don't have any.
All right. So the question becomes, do you pay your points for another phase, which would cost you 2?
Nope.
All right.
All right. You don't want it. I don't need it.
All right. There you
Oh,
go.
I want it, but we can't afford it.
Well, I mean, okay.
So it's 16 moves. We have made a total of 8, which means we're at the halfway point.
Well done.
Yeah.
So that's
Considering we spent about an hour going over the rules again.
Yep.
Remembering what the name of this game was.
Yeah, what was the game again? Yeah, exactly. So, Robert, the goal was in part to teach you how to play Rommel. What do you think?
Oh, it was a refresher on me.
True,
Yeah.
true.
The only thing I have to say is, especially in this scenario,
Mm-hmm.
Toronto should have been on the defense.
Well, historically they weren't, but...
No, I'm saying Toronto should have been playing the Germans.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's...
I was happy to go Germans, but someone else took it. I was like,
Yes,
okay,
yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Why do you say that? Do you not like me as a teammate?
Man.
No, there's Chrono knows the game better, and there's a lot of stuff to juggle on the defense on this game.
There are.
That's fair.
And Joe, what do you think?
I like the feel of it. To me, games got to feel right.
Mm-hmm.
I like the feel of it, and I was worried. I was a little worried at the beginning, like the first 2 turns as not as Sam Mustafa counts them, but
Like humans would? Yeah.
the humans count them. I was afraid that we wouldn't get like lines of attack coalescing. I thought there'd be too much movement. But no, there wasn't. So, and I like the fact. I mean, it seems like an elegant design. The artillery does what artillery does. tanks do what tanks do. I like to see that the tank units are tough but fragile. They only have like 2 levels to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got 3, but they're basically, once you hit like that last level, they're not very useful.
So
Unless you're like trying our imagery in the open with them, I guess.
yeah, I like that they're supplying the game even though we're not really using it. Yeah, so far so good.
Cool.
And I don't, I think that I think some things seem a little easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like some things seem like so like having one pioneer unit not just negate a bonus for the emplacement but to remove it seems a little, that seems a little weird to me, honestly.
Well, the
But you still get the shift, right?
No,
You
well,
still
yeah,
get
you
the-
get the shift, but the point
You get
is
the shift.
that emplacement is only there once anyway.
It's
Well,
taken as the first loss.
It
So
needs to be
essentially,
first
they're
loss,
they're
and
removing that first
ablative-
loss benefit.
ablative, yeah, they're removing the ablative hit you get from it.
Right.
And you can double up on entrenched positions. So
Yeah,
two
if you had
ablative
put 2 in the same area, they can only remove 1.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, it makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, this is my first time playing, so
Yeah, of
that's
course.
my only thoughts right now.
Cool.
I love the battle board. I'm like, why doesn't every game have something like this?
It's fun. It makes you think. It gives you a lot of decisions to make, even though it's relatively limited in what you can do. And coming back to it again, I really love how it makes you think about well, do I reset or do I try to stretch my luck for another turn? Do I try to stretch?
Well,
The
that's what
game
I like
within the game.
Yeah.
That's what I like too, is the fact that I was playing a defensive game that was pretty static. I mean, it has to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on my defense, I'm pretty static, but yet, like you said, the battle board gives me all these decisions that I can still make that within my game. So I have to think less like
Hello? You lost it there.
Oh, Joe. Where'd Joe go?
Oh no.
He was in mid-thought.
I know.
It was a
I
good
just
thought. He
hear
was
your
having a
thoughts.
good
I like
thought. Joe,
hearing
we
your
liked your
thoughts.
thought.
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts, Joe.
For the love of God, man. He's
He
still
went
online
with
with us for now.
Oh no, I wonder if it's a power hack
Oh
or something.
no, he just.
Oh
popped.
no, West Virginia. Oh dear. Well, Joe, I hope you're okay, man. Thanks for playing. Gosh. Well,
Come back and see the recording, I guess.
yeah, Joe, we said nice things. I like the new terrain we've been able to work out. I like the game system a lot. I do wish it was a little bit bigger. I'm going to try to find 1 or 2 of the bigger ones, just because I think there's just a little bit bigger is where this finds the sweet spot. Not that this wasn't fun, because there's still a lot to do, and to be able to break it up between 2 players is fun. So we'll see that tomorrow. Chrono's back in the saddle. Our guy Achilles can't be with us. He's going to be off tending to some very important business, with which we certainly wish him well. And instead, the CT is going to come back, and we are going to play some more Swamp Fox.
Yeah.
Sir Francis Marion is going to keep pushing his luck against those British. Maybe they'll get him this time on the Blue Savannah. It is the Blue Savannah. So we shall see. And on Saturday, what else would it be? It's what we do all the time. We play the Battle of Leipzig. Can the Northern Mockern Front hold out against the French attack? Or will we instead see the French neutralize that front, change history, and gosh, where we go from there? So a bunch of fun games coming up. Please, please take care of yourselves. Thanks to those who played. Thanks to those who watched. And until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause. Pause.